Good evening, live at 5. Hello, hi Carol. Hello. Hi everybody. Hello. Happy Friday everyone. Oh, let's let a few of you join on in. Hey Suze. Hello. It's amazing how many of you all have the same name. So many Sues and Carols. Is there something in that? Hey Shakila. Hello. Are we all well? Have we all had a good week? We've made it to the end of January, everyone. Yay! It's the end of the month. Hi Lynn. Hi Alice. Hello Michelle. Hello Jill. Gosh. Can you believe it? It's been a full month since we were ringing in the new year and now we're already 1 month down. Oh, thank you, Maria. I'm glad you're happy with your order. Yay. There's Nikki. Well, I've been sewing this afternoon and I didn't want to stop, but you know, we can't miss live at 5. Oh, but I have a lot of new treats to share with you this evening. So we'll give it 1 more minute to let a few people join in and then we'll get stuck in and start looking at the good stuff. Brace yourselves. I hope it's payday because we've got some really lovely new fabrics coming up. Some of which I am very excited about. I feel like I should start a small wager behind the scenes and see which one's going to be the most popular beforehand. I've got my bets on which one I think will be this week's sellout success. I'll let you know whether I was right or not. I also need to, well, kind of apologise, but there's not really anything to apologise for, but last week's stock just sold out so fast. I'm very sorry if you missed out. I will reorder them, but it may not be for a little while yet. But yeah, it was definitely a lesson for me in confidence to buy bigger quantities because last week's fabrics were gorgeous and I'd even set up a whole table for the for where they were going to go. And yeah, they kind of went on and they got cut within the space of 24 hours and left. So that's no good. Thank you for the gorgeous dog print fleece. Oh, yay. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Enjoy. Enjoy having fluff everywhere. You know when we've been cutting those fleeces here because the fluff is just from here to the middle of next week. Right then. Let's get the tea. Let's get stuck in. So, lots of different types of fabric to look at this evening and lots of colour because I'm done with winter now. Let's get moving. Let's sort of raise our happiness levels and our vibe. So I'm going to kick off gently with a couple of really straightforward cotton poplins. Nick's looking forward to seeing the green viscose. Oh yes, Nikki, you've got that wedding to go to. So going in with a classic sort of 45-inch wide cotton poplin. And if anybody out there is a biker or knows a biker, this may be for you. So it's got little motorbikes on it. And I've seen this one. This has been in my suppliers collection for years. But I did particularly want to lay my hands on some of it just now because obviously we have Dave Day taking place here in June. And we did last year. And so anything motorbike themed is welcome. So 100% cotton poplin on this lovely navy base. And we've got these little classic bikes. So very cute. I won't linger on that for too long. But I think that would make a lovely shirt or a lovely dress. It is cute, isn't it? It's kind of subtle. So it's not going to be too in your face prints. I need to do some Hawaiian style shirts for when Dave Day rolls around for the window. So that's the motorbikes. And then also just being slightly themed and twee. If I just pick up this poplin with the love hearts on, because we've got 2 weeks until Valentine's Day if you do celebrate. Or if not for Valentine's Day, I think this would make a really, really nice like little lining for a bag. They're just very cute. So sometimes if I see a nice poplin print that I think has potential, I will just pick it up because, yeah, you can't go wrong with a good cotton print. That one's called Loved Up. So off to a nice straightforward start. It really is pretty, isn't it, Nikki? Yeah. Very cute. Okay. Carrying on with cottons. I'm going to show you these as a pair. Oh, they've still got all the stickers on, saying how many meters there are. Have you got a sticker on? No. You made a dress with the hearts last year. Oh, that's nice. So these two are a pair, and these are cotton poplins, but they are 60 inches wide rather than 45. So that's 150 centimetres wide rather than the usual 110 centimetres that poplins tend to be. Hey, Sharon. These two, I just had to have both colourways. Although they're a poplin, they do have a lovely smooth face. They feel very much like a sateen. So smoother than your regular sort of poplin, I would say. Really, really nice finish. And I think that these would just make a fabulous sort of shirt or blouse or a shirt dress maybe. Lots and lots of potential with these. But this is Georgina and this is the blue colourway. You made a sagebrush with the hearts and it was so nice to sew with. It just did what it was told. Yes, that's what we like about those sorts of fabrics. They just sew, they press. Yeah, no arguing. Just stir there and be sewn. So very sort of mid-century kind of look to it. Very geometric. Yeah, very sort of makes me think a little bit of Margot in The Good Life. But I love this. I think this is really, really cool. And I would actually like, if I was sewing this, I would be making it into something with a really nice collar and cuffs to really sort of work with the print. Something really crisp and structured. So I'm going to roll that out a little bit so you can see it for scale. And obviously you can see the movement on there. But very nice indeed. That's in the blue colourway. And then we have this lovely mocha kind of colourway. Excuse me, one moment. Excuse me? Sorry, I'm closed now. Oh my days. Oh my days. We're live on Instagram, love. It's 5:10. Anyway, you've totally lost my train of thought now. You made a Marnie with the tucks and the heart. Everybody's used the heart poplin. Well, use it for something else. Buy it from me now. Yes, nice for the new fabric godmother dress with the zip. I was looking at that earlier and thinking, oh, what could I make that in? So this is the mocha colourway. Did I call it mocha? I think so. Pretty sure I did. I thought about it. I think if I had to choose one of the two, it would be this one. No, actually he didn't want alterations. I know what he wanted. He has a piece of cushion foam and he wants to make a cushion cover for it for his elderly mother, which is lovely, but not at 5:10 on a Friday night. He was going and waiting for the cushion foam to be delivered and then he was going to come back. And he said, what time are you open till tomorrow? It's 4:30. So somehow that's translated to 5:10 on a Friday in the dark. Please send help. Anyway, here we go. So mocha, and obviously this has a little bit of purple. I'm really feeling sort of browns and creams at the moment, which is really not my usual style, but I do really like these colours. So that's Georgina. I hope you like that one. Kind of every time I see a fabric like this, I think about that Simplicity shirt dress, the 8014, and I'm like, you can't have another one. It's definitely one of those patterns that I could just make again. Lovely sew the sagebrush, but you want to make another one in viscose. Yeah, it will fall remarkably different in a viscose. It will drop nicely and just have a lot more drape. Karen knows. Karen knows. So that's the kind of poplin end of things. Now I'm going to show you a couple of polyester fabrics. I don't stock a huge amount of polyester because I'm not wild on it. However, it does have its place. And oh, this is a beauty. Susie B, I know you've been looking at this one. It's gorgeous. It's like a very satiny kind of feel to it, but matte. So it's not shiny, but we have these incredible tiles. I am in love with it. Here we go. So I hope you can see the colours here. But just look at that. So we've got this big tile design, pinks and this very sort of gold shade in the background, peach in there as well. And you can see the drape and the movement on this is just incredible. Possibly Angelica, possibly, we'll see what we can fit in. But the movement on this is phenomenal. Now, I just took one look at this and just thought about long sort of summer dresses, wrap skirts, that kind of thing. If I was going to something like a wedding, I think this would just be just such a lovely eye-catching print. Really, really different, non-floral. But yeah, gorgeous. Just look at that. Oops, some stud on it. Equally, you could just use it for a blouse, maybe. Again, something like with a bishop sleeve and a big cuff would really have a lot of impact. But yeah, personally, I would go down the long skirt route. Really nothing complicated. But obviously, if you're going to put that in your travel wardrobe, in particular, that's going to not crease because the polyesters just don't crease. So nice and light. You could rinse it out, say in a bath if you were on holiday, and it would dry quickly. So there are practical aspects to that. And I really don't feel like the colours are coming up on my phone as well as they are on the YouTube camera. But yeah, it's just stunning. Yes, wide leg trousers. Well, wait till you see what I've got coming up in a minute. So that brings me on to this beautiful satin. Oh my gosh, please don't take all of this away from me because it's just chef's kiss, this. This is stunning. And I know the minute that I show this to Mr. Stitches, he will be like, oh, you need a dress in that. So this is Savannah, and this is a sort of like a jacquardy type of satin. It's absolutely stunning. It's this flame coloured orange with a very subtle embossed leopard print sat in the background. Just, yes. Yes, Kirsty, you will absolutely love this. It will be right up your street. It's got a really nice weight to it. So it's got a good amount of heft, but it's not heft being a technical term, but it's not stiff. So you can see, excuse that tag flapping around. You can still see we've got that amazing movement. But oh, I wish I had somewhere to go that was fancy to sort of require a really snazzy dress in this. Like I say, if I was attending a wedding, this would be my thing. But equally, separates as well. It's going to work because you haven't got a massive print here. You could use this for any sort of tops or skirts. I kind of think, oh, just the colour. We haven't had a try on in a while. Put it all in. Yes, Kirsty, good girl. But yeah, I'm hoping that you can see. I'm just going to hold this up to the other camera as well so you can see that leopard print happening there. Glorious. It is orange, Nikki. It is a flame orange. It's a very beautiful orange. It's bright, but it's not tangerine, you know, it's not like, it's not a bad orange. It's a good orange. Sometimes I don't think the phone camera always picks up the colours that well. But I can even see on my small screen on my vlogging camera that it really does show it off nicely on there. So I think the people of YouTube get a slightly better deal. So when this is uploaded, if you do want a second look, you can always go back and have a look on there. Okay, so finally in this little trio of man-made fabrics is this beaut. And I must admit, when I first looked at the sample for this, I didn't think it was polyester. I thought that this was like a viscose linen, but it is polyester, and it's kind of a linen look. And you probably see that better if I show you the reverse side. You can see these lines that we've got going on. So it's got that kind of linen-y texture. However, this is a really beautiful border print. And I love to snap up a border print because I really don't see many of them. And I'm just hoping I've got the room in here to show you this in its entirety. So if I hold this up, I'm hoping you're going to get that right down to my feet. So that's 1.5 meters or 1.40 meters approximately. So you get the idea. We've got these leaves and this massive design with this sort of coconut tree type thing. At least I feel it's a coconut tree. And then we're running into the border at the bottom there with these little sunshines. Lift that right up so we can see that over on YouTube as well. Yeah, just phenomenal. So I think this was fairly low stock with the supplier, so I ran and got myself 20 meters of this one. Not myself, for you, obviously, not for me. So lots of opportunities here for how you could arrange the print on your pieces. Yeah, oh yes, a caftan style, sort of like just a throw-on beachy thing. Do I need that for my holidays this year? Wide leg trousers where you've got the, you know, the pattern running down would look amazing. Obviously just a straight up maxi skirt, maxi dress. Yeah, possibilities are endless then. And border prints are printed, obviously, across the width of the fabric. So it's the one and only time you have my permission to cut off grain. But I think that is stonking. I love it. And I just love those colours as well, those sort of really earthy, rich kind of olives and browns. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I know it's a little bit early to be thinking ahead to summer, but you never know. What do we think of that one? Nikki's looking for maxi skirt patterns. I'm sure the comments will come good for you. Holiday cord, yes. Yeah. I just don't know if you would get the maximum out of the, like, because it's quite big. Say if you were doing shorts, you know, you'd really have to have them quite long. Absolutely beautiful. So those three, I just feel are really, really lovely fabrics. I'm very excited about those. Okay, let's keep going. Now then, you might recognise this one. This is the same print as the Clear Waters Tencel lawn that I had in last summer, which I've still got a little bit of on the shelf, which is blue. However, this is green. And I thought, I can't call this Clear Waters because it's green. I was like, what do we call this? Murky Waters. Like algae waters, no. So I've called it something else. I've called it Verdant because it reminds me of it. The green in this print is that perfect sort of very fresh spring mossy green, and yeah, it's lovely. So we've got this very subtle paisley print within here, and we're in this lovely green shade here, I think you can see. So this is a viscose challis. If you've got viscose from me before, you'll know what to expect in terms of the quality. It's just beautiful. We've got that lovely drape and movement. and not an incredible sort of pattern match on this because we've got such a nice swirling pattern. We can do whatever we want with it. So is this the one you were looking at for your potential wedding outfit, Nick? Because it could be very nice. So I'm not going to linger on that one for too long, but safe to say, beautiful. And I probably should mention as well, if you were waiting before Christmas for some of the Viscose twills to come back into stock, they have arrived. I'm just going to go and have a rummage on the shelf. The Florence Viscose twill is back. I'm not going to go into these for too long. And the Megan Viscose twill as well, which these sold out really, really quickly when they first came in. So those are back. So just a PSA that they're around and about. I'll pop them back on the shelf and tidy up after myself. Okay. What's next? There's still loads to come. So next up, I have quite a lightweight cotton to share. It has a slightly crinkly texture to it, kind of akin to a seersucker, but it's not a seersucker. Yeah, yes, Nick, come and have a look. It's the colours in this one. It's the colours why I had to pick this one up. Just so fresh, so springy. Just that a kind of Easter palette for me. Just lovely. But yeah, really nice lightweight cotton. It actually has 2% either lycra or spandex in. I can't remember which now, but it's got a tiny bit of give, like marginal. It is fine. It's not the thickest. So it's ideal for sort of warmer weather. I'm just reading your comments like... but yeah, I just love the colours on this one, and I just had to have it. I don't think I'm going to talk about that for too long, but you can let your imagination run away with you on that one. It's quite a mixed bag this evening. It's not all on one theme, which is nice. True Bias Mauve, yes, that's a good one. That's tiered, isn't it? I don't think we would tier the border print though. That could give you a real headache. Trying to think, who does a good maxi? I think Cashmerette do one, don't they? There's a lot in the Simplicity book as well. Yep, the Sabina skirt's a nice one. I nearly wore that this morning. It is like mini eggs. Yes, I think that might have to go in the window with all the Easter display stuff when we get it down. Yeah, there's loads in the Simplicity book though. That would kind of, sometimes basics like that, the Big Four can actually be pretty good for. There you go, you're all off now. Right, I'm not going to show you that one there because that's so special. Okay, righty. Next up, whilst we're feeling a little bit summery, or I am, is this beautiful eyelet cotton. So this is 100% cotton, and we've got this incredible cutout design in it, and I just think this is gorgeous. So often when I see these eyelet cottons, so I don't know how to describe this. Sometimes I feel like the floral designs on them can be a little bit dated, like a little bit naff. But this flower design, I feel, is really on trend. It's quite modern. And I just think it's lovely. So it's a white cotton. And as you can see from that on me, it is fairly sheer. So depending on what you are making and what you want to do with it, you may or may not want to line it. However, obviously you're going to get the most out of the design if you don't. I have a ready-to-wear dress in my holiday wardrobe that's made out of something very similar to this, and it's very simple, sort of with a drawstring around the waist. Absolutely ideal for something like that, or things like shell tops. Again, we're talking about things like the Mauve skirt where we've got the tiers and all of that sort of very like Little House on the Prairie kind of vibes. You've not heard the word naff for a while. Oh, I use that all the time. It's a bit naff, isn't it? But yeah, you can just pop something very lightweight behind this, like a plain cotton lawn. However, if you did put a white lining behind it, you may lose some of the, the pop of the design. So it just depends on what you want to do with it, but it's just so lovely. It's really, really pretty. So there we go. Love it. That is Daisy, the Daisy eyelet cotton. And I think it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Can't imagine the weather being warm enough to wear it at the minute, but there we are. Okay. So we're still in slightly... Yeah, do you know, that's a really good idea, Michelle. Just using it for sleeves on a white, on a plain top. Hello, Anita. Welcome. So, still in the slightly random selection because this is going from summer to whatever. We're back in kind of warmer climes here, but I've never seen a fabric like this before, so I had to grab it. This is a leather look, and I will admit to you that the photographs on the website are not very good because photographing black is an absolute nightmare. If you've ever tried to take a picture of a black cat, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is a leather look fabric, or a pleather, or a faux leather, or however you want to describe it. But it's a stretch, and it has a lot of stretch. It has like 80% stretch at least. So it's a good one. But on the reverse, there's like this very fine plush sort of velour. So if I can hold this up and have you see that there, you can see it's kind of velvety on the inside and soft. So it's going to be very, very snuggly. If you were to make sort of a lightweight jacket with it, you've got that nice lining on the inside. But really, I think this is leather pants if I have ever seen it. And I'm very excited about this because it's got a good amount of drape. Sometimes some of the faux leathers that I've seen and the leatherettes are very stiff, a little bit more suited for your sort of upholstery and interior sort of applications, whereas this is definitely a dress fabric, and that stretch is something else. So yeah, please excuse the photographs. They're not the best. I did try my best, but I'm not a professional photographer. But I will try and get some better ones in time. Can I ask what the fabric is behind you? The pink with a floral. That one, it's a jacquard, and I think somebody asks to look at that every single week, and then it never sells. I don't know why. I'll show it you later if we've got time. No, I've just got it in black. It was just a one-off, Lynn, so I'm afraid not. Can you watch your live sales? You can watch all of the lives are saved down to my grid, and they're all on YouTube as well, and they're better quality on YouTube. So, so yeah, everything is there. There must be a lot of them by now. Right. I am excited about this fabric because when I saw it, I kind of did like a bit of a gasp. And it's just giving me Elle Woods in Legally Blonde kind of vibes. This is a wool boucle tweed. And this was woven by, it is an ex-Abraham Moon fabric. If you've ever heard of Abraham Moon, they are, I think, possibly the oldest standing UK weavers of this sort of fabric over in West Yorkshire, over in Leeds, and their fabrics are stunning. So yeah, it's just beautiful. So let me show you it a little bit closer. We have got, in this sort of classic tweed design, we've got the pinks and the whites, and then a very small amount of glitter is woven through as well, which accounts for the small amount of polyester content in this fabric. It is a blend of wool and mohair. It's just... So bear that in mind. If mohair makes you itchy, it might not be a good idea. Let me just get a little bit more out to show you. But I was sat daydreaming about this the other day, and I just thought, oh, I want to make a blazer. it would just make such a lovely sort of heather blazer. Obviously, the first thought is the Chanel style edge-to-edge jackets. It would just make the most quintessential version of one of those. And I was having a little bit of a Google around it earlier, and they do, if you've ever seen Holland Cooper, the sort of country clothing brand, they do one in a very similar pink sort of tweed. It was like £500. So I was like, wow. So yeah, you could just, such classy, elegant designer vibes in this. It would be not just for jackets, you could just even make a little skirt, which would make it so much more affordable as well. Just something like a little mini would be lovely. You could make an entire suit out of it. Would even make a nice like pinafore dress for the winter. But yeah, I really, really would like to make a blazer with this to go with jeans. I think would just be, and then you want a little bag on a chain, don't you? But yeah, I don't know if that's a generational thing, but I was like, oh, Legally Blonde. I love that film because I love that she's like super clever and cute at the same time. And there's always a scene where she was like getting her hair done and studying, and I was like, oh, I want to be that girl. Never quite nailed it. But yeah, and it would be lovely for bag making. You could get 1/2 meter of this and make the most beautiful bag. And yeah, lovely. You could make a little coordinating bag and put it on a gold chain. I've got a gold chain hung on the wall over there. I love it when fabrics make me feel like this, when I get really excited and have loads of ideas and I'm like, yay! Don't have the time. It's up to you guys to sew them up for me. So that one is called L. I called it L. It's on the website, and yeah. I kind of want you to buy it, but I also kind of want you to just like leave me a little bit. Right. So to round off this week's new arrivals, and I'm sorry this is stretching out a little bit, but I can't not show you these. We have got 4 new cotton lawns. Now, you know I love my cotton lawn. It's one of my most favourite fabrics, and it does not disappoint. I have got, they're not all florals. We've got 3 florals and 1 non-floral. So I'm going to kick off with this lovely pink, sort of pink and red. You can see here we've got this beautiful floral design, really, really bright. At this time of year, I find that I do start getting a lot of people coming in asking what I've got that they could make an outfit to go to a wedding in the summer, because if you know you're going to a big event, you want to be planning a long way in advance. So I like to sort of think ahead in those terms. So if you're thinking, crikey, Jenny, it's February and you've got this like floral cotton lawn out, bear with. So lovely for your dresses. Also equally lovely for things like blouses and little tops. I am a big lover of lawn. I made my sagebrush out of lawn. And yeah, just lovely and smooth, beautiful high quality. It's Pima cotton, which is from Peru. So Peruvian cotton. And we've got these pink flowers on here, which reminded me a lot of Michaelmas daisies. So this one is Michaelmas. And I can hold that up so you can just see that there. Love it. It takes you 6 months. It does not. You made an entire bag the other weekend. Don't give me that. Okay. I've been sewing a pair of leggings this afternoon with the active wear fabrics that came in the other week. And they've just whipped up so fast. I'm using the Megan Nielsen Virginia leggings, and you literally go from one ankle all the way around to the other ankle. And that's it. It's like, oh, we have pants now. Okay. Now, on a more blue theme, I have lots of cotton lawn prints in, but I can't resist picking a few up just to top up the selection. I've got these stunning blues and purples together here. I gave this one a rather odd name. I called it Mechanopsis, and if you know your flowers, you'll know that that's the blue Himalayan poppy, which is this flower here, which is very difficult to grow in the UK because, you know, we're not in the Himalayas. But how pretty is this? Just this painterly style. So beautiful. don't think I need to linger, but I just wanted to show you up close how pretty that is. Are you okay, Mandy? You're shocked. So that's cotton lawn number 2. I love putting the lawns on the shelf behind me here, and they all look so pretty when stacked together. Do I need to get out more? I don't know. Okay, non-floral with this one, although there is a flower on it. This is Doodles, and this looks exactly like how I tend to doodle, with all sorts of squiggly things going on. But I love the colours in this, and it's just a little bit different. We do have sort of elements of a paisley print, but also some of these slightly more abstract elements in the design going on here. So though it's like somebody's used a navy blue pen, almost a bit like a tattoo. But yeah, lovely. Just a bit different. How nice would this look on a gent's shirt? If you've got a chap in your life that likes a slightly more out there shirt, I think this would be really cool. It wouldn't be what Mr. Stitches would wear, but that's his style. But I know a lot of guys really like funky shirts. And that would qualify. They also make nice pyjamas. I haven't said pyjamas today, have I? Swishy enough? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Come in and talk to me about it, Nikki. Come and talk to me. And finally, we have Lily with these beautiful blue lilies on it. Oh, this is just so lovely. Lovely hues of royal blue. And yeah, I can see that doing very, very well this summer. That's going to be a lovely popular one, especially with people that come on into the shop. I'm worn out. So I think the only thing I need to add to this week's new arrivals is, of course, just let me pop this back down and then I'm not making an entire mess. We have the CC pattern, which I posted to my grid this week. So CC is for the joggers and the shorts, and the organic soft sweats are on the way. They're coming from Europe, so they do take a few days to get here. And I've ordered like double the quantity this time, so there's plenty. If you would like some of the sweatshirting which I used for my CC joggers or for my Drew sweatshirt, they are available to pre-order now. What else have I got to tell you? What else has happened this week? That's about it, really. It's been sewing up a storm. So what did we want to see off the shelf behind me? I know there was a couple of questions that have disappeared from my view now. So somebody asked for bamboo. So I'll get some bamboo jersey. And if there's anything you'd like, let me know. I have had quite a decent restock of plain fabrics. So all of the cotton jerseys are back in stock. Ribbon is back in stock. Bamboo jersey is back in stock, and some plain cotton canvas as well. So slightly more boring but useful things that are back and available. This is the bamboo jersey for whoever asked to see it. Absolutely adore this fabric. Very soft, very slinky, very, yeah, smooth and soft and beautiful. It's got a lovely drape. This is the petrol blue colourway. At the moment I've got the red, I've got terracotta, we've got grey, there is blush, there's black and there's navy. It's only the grape that there's a little bit left I couldn't get. That was out of stock, but that's bamboo. I made a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top in this one, and it's lovely. So really nice drape to it. Nice for layering pieces that keep you nice and warm. You want to make the CC shorts? Yeah, me too. In the summertime, I definitely see a pair of those coming on. Okay, is there anything else that you want me to get down and look at? Otherwise, I'm going to leave you to digest that lovely lot. because that was quite a lot of new fabric in one go there. I'm sure somebody asked for something else. I might have missed it. What for running? Oh, you are very welcome. Very, very welcome. I'm hoping to have a few more little bits and pieces to show you next week. I did actually get some French terries delivered today, but not as many as I would have liked. I'd ordered quite a few and half of them were out of stock by the time my order came, so that's a bit disappointing. But there is plenty for you to be getting on with there. The pink jacquard. Right, I'm going to show you it again. This is a sad tale. I don't think anybody has ever bought this fabric. And, you know, it's lovely. Please consider it. So this is cerise floral jacquard. And you've probably recognised this if you've watched these videos before, that we've had a little debate on which is the right and the wrong side of this fabric. It's rolled this way, as you can see, with this lovely sort of pink floral design on the outside, which does have a sparkly thread through it. But on the inside, it looks like this. So I think it's just up to you which side you would want to be the right side. But there isn't as much of the sparkle on this side as there is on this one. So, you know, you could mix and match. But yeah, it's a nice sort of mid-weight, ideal for things like skirts, jackets, pinafores, that kind of thing. So yeah, and it's got a lovely texture to it. It's really sort of bright and eye-catching. So I hope that's my sales pitch for this one, that just sits forlornly on the shelf with everybody asking, what's that pink fabric behind you? I'm not kidding. If we went back through the lives, I think I've got this down about 4 times and it's never been bought. Boo-hoo. Poor pink jacquard. Right. Do you feel bad now? Okie doke. I am going to head off. It's pizza night because that's what Fridays are in our house now, we've decided. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I hope you get lots of sewing done. And yeah, I will see you next week. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. I really do appreciate your support. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Take care. Happy sewing. Bye.